The first Super Mario Bros. Movie trailer is out, and wow.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come!
Yes, it's true. My fear in the community's worst fear came true. Chris Pratt's Super Mario voice is really bad. Why would Nintendo do this? Why couldn't they cast Charles Martinet? He's sitting right there. I know that man would be sitting in that studio booth ready to voice Mario, because that check, you know, would be good. Any minute, Nintendo and Illumination wanted him. Why did they get Chris Pratt instead of Charles Martinet, knowing that this voice was probably gonna be pretty bad, and now the entire internet is hating on it? Well, because they wanted star power, and star power they got. They wanted a big name on top of that poster, so there would be a big draw for people to come see it in the movie theater, and the movie would have star power. But isn't Mario a big enough name that there doesn't need to be a superstar name attached to it? I mean, look at the Sonic movie. There wasn't a huge superstar voicing Sonic, and that movie did amazing. But they did what they did. They sacrificed quality for star power, and this is what happened. Was it worth it? Well, there were a ton of memes when the cast got announced a year ago, and that was great. It gave the movie a bunch of buzz. But now that the movie trailer is out, and everyone's talking about how good it is, except for Chris Pratt's voice, and it's not in a funny way anymore, it's just, dang, I'm kind of disappointed. It's not a good look film, because everything around it, everything except for Mario, is fantastic. The quality of the movie, the animation, the Bowser's voice is amazing. Keegan-Michael Key is doing an amazing job as Toad. Everything's amazing except for the voice, which only makes the voice that much more noticeably bad. It's so bad that people are going around to all of the other languages and comparing it to how much better that is than Chris Pratt's Mario delivery. Take a look at the French one.
Royaume champignon, nous voilà!
That was so much better than Chris Pratt's, and I'm gonna tell you why it's better. It's because it delivers everything that Mario is. It has energy, it's cartoony, it's whimsical, it's high energy, and Chris Pratt's is kind of like half a foot in there, alright? It's like 2 toes. I'll give you the pinky toe, and I'll give you the big toe. It's missing all the toes in between. It has it's not even a full foot into the water. It's a few pinkies. And I just don't think he gave that big delivery that Mario deserves. Now, devil's advocate, we only got one line so far. And maybe throughout the movie, it will get better. Maybe the second that Mario gets put into the Super Mario world, into Mushroom Kingdom, he's really down on his luck, and eventually, once he gets mushrooms and superstars, he gets his Mario charm and the voice will change. Maybe. The main issue I have with the voice is the accent. The fact that the Italian accent just feels completely half-baked. Feels like they just sprinkled in a little bit of Italian in his accent, and that's it. I feel like you either have to go all the way in or not at all. It's like Harry Styles' performance in Don't Worry Darling, where the accent's just kind of like, what are you trying to do here? I'm not blaming Chris Pratt entirely. He might have wanted to go full out Italian, and maybe Illumination was like, no, you gotta like hold it back a little bit. Maybe he had another super fun voice plant, alright? Illumination has made mistakes in the past, alright? For every really good movie they have a couple of blunders. So, you know, and it's a big studio, and obviously Chris Pratt isn't the leader of this film. He's just the actor playing Mario, so he doesn't control every creative decision. So I'm not fully blaming him at all, especially because I actually think he's the funniest lead character in the MCU. Really, he's amazing in Guardians of the Galaxy. And my favorite sitcom ever, he's like my favorite character in it. Andy in Parks and Rec is hilarious. Chris Pratt has a ton of talent. A lot of people are out to get Chris Pratt right now. They have a lot of personal issues with him, but I'm not one to judge unless I know the person, you know, myself. So I'm not out to hate Chris Pratt, alright? I wanted him to do good in this movie for the good of Mario and for the good of his career too. I wasn't going into this trailer hoping he'd do bad so he could fail, alright? I wanted this to be good and I wanted to like it, alright? I really do like his performances. I'm a fan of his work. I really am. I'm not like a super fan by any means, but everything I've seen him in so far, he's done amazing. I'm genuinely looking at it based on the voice, and the voice just isn't giving Mario at all. At all. And if you look at the other performances, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, Jack Black as Bowser. Everyone on the internet is in agreement that they're doing an amazing job as Toad and Bowser. Everyone. They freaking brought in the penguins from Super Mario 64. They got Dry Bones. They had Luigi show up in this beautiful looking Bowser's Castle area. It looks nice. The Super Mario world, alright? Mushroom Kingdom looks amazing. It looks so good. It looks better than any video game incarnation of Mushroom Kingdom. And I would not have expected that in the slightest. At all. It was so good. It's so good. I actually want a video game based on the poster that we saw and everything we've seen so far. Like, this world looks beautiful. And I think because everything else is so good and so surprisingly great, the fact that Chris Pratt's Mario voice was bad, I think only makes it look worse. The movie's gonna be like 60 times longer than this trailer we got, so there's a lot more content for us to have. Maybe the character goes on a journey and he really sells it, or maybe he's so funny, the plot's really good that it makes up for the voice. So I am not worried about the movie. I was really worried about the movie before the trailer came out, but after the trailer, I'm way more happy about this movie and way more positive and optimistic about it than I was before, even with Chris Pratt's voice in charge. Maybe this is a Sonic 1.0 situation. By that I mean, remember how bad Sonic looked at the first trailer and then they fixed it? Maybe, I don't think they're gonna redo all the voice acting for the movie, but maybe in a similar way, we see something at first, judge it, and the end product ends up being amazing, alright? Maybe he will redo some lines, that's possible, that's the good thing. The movie is 6 months out from now, a little bit more, so there's room for growth, there's time for growth, hopefully it does improve. I'm just so happy we got to see the penguins and that this movie is open for tons of Mario Easter eggs, and maybe we'll get Birdo, Toadette, that's what I want the most. But more importantly, that the future of Nintendo video games in the movie world is really good. There's a lot of potential there, for sure. Like, the worlds are fully realized, the Mario world feels realized, and that's amazing. Sonic is not as big as Mario. Mario is by far the bigger character and the bigger brand, but Sonic has transitioned into the movie world phenomenally, making big hits that fans love. And Mario should be able to do that, but even on a bigger scale. He's bigger worldwide, he's bigger in America, he's the bigger star, Nintendo's bigger than Sega. They have potential to really, you know, make a hit here. And I think the production quality is there, and I'm happy that Illumination is putting in the money and the time to make it look good. Overall, I'm positive about this movie. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see more. Just hopefully maybe they fix his voice a little bit of fine-tuning, Subscribe to me for more Mario videos like this and more Nintendo videos in the future. I'll see you later.